Sunday used to be one of the toughest days for me when I um, first lost somebody very close to me. There's a sudden vacuum that shows up on Sundays, and I realized today that I have a lot to do today, and that's something to be thankful for, right? Being able to have your day filled, but also not just filled with nonsense either, filled with things that mean something to me and people that mean something to me. So I guess I just say this is that if you're feeling that your Sunday feels like a huge blank slate, it can change. That's all I'm saying. So, well, I want to get started. This is the book that we're reading for the month, Melody Beatty's Journey to the Heart. Um, and we're on February 6th, I believe. So this is the note for today. Look at what's right in ourselves, in others, and in the world around us. We may become so concerned with correcting ourselves, we become habituated to seeing what's wrong. Not just seeing it, constantly looking for it. The question itself, what's wrong, is enough to keep us on edge. I don't know how about you, but do you ever do that? Like, what's wrong with you? Or I'll ask somebody, or I'll say, it's never like, how was your day? Or what happened great today? It's always what's wrong, right? There are times to take stock, do an inventory, times to learn and grow. But spirituality and joy do not stem from trudging around in the muck of what's wrong with others, ourselves, and life. We do not have to seek out mistakes and errors, poking and picking at ourselves to continue our growth. Poking and picking hurts. Our lessons will be revealed to us, and they will present themselves naturally. Growth will occur. And here she always does this little, I'm just going to show it to you. She does this little like poem thing here right in the end here. And this is kind of like that. And here it is. Give yourself a break. Ask yourself what's right, what's good, what's true, what's beautiful. Sometimes the lesson isn't in discovering what's wrong. Sometimes the lesson is discovering that the world is all right, and so are you. That's a good one. I don't know. I I found myself in my life doing this over and over again. I'd get into these situations and um, I would want them to happen, right? And I'd have this wonderful person in my life, and then I'd pick at them, right? I'd pick at the fact that they snore, or which, who doesn't? Um, who doesn't have that one? But I mean, like, I would pick at everything, and then then I'd look back, I'd lose them, and then I'd look back and go, what was wrong? Why did I pick at that? That was a great thing that I had. Um, but in the moment, we can't help but be, kind of like play with it. So, and I guess the last thing of that whole passage is maybe we are still picking at ourselves, and that's why we're picking at everybody else. So, what if we just decided we were okay? And I think that's a hard one for us to do all the time. I'm not going to say that it should be something we can say to ourselves all the time that we're okay, but uh, I know, at least myself, I have to actually keep saying that to myself that I'm enough the way I am right now. And, I think people ask me a lot about, and I'm just going to bring the book up for a second. We've got to stop meeting like this. Donna Ferris. Um, People ask me a lot, like, why did you feel like you had to write this? And why are you so open about um, how you felt and the things that happened to you? And I think part of it was because those things were inside of me and I thought I was unlovable because of them, right? When you have a parent that um, is unable to show you love, and she had her own things going on, so I forgive her for that now. But when you have that, um, and you don't feel worthy. Um, and I think as I realized that that was something that I didn't have to take on, that I could just let that be something that happened to me and not something that was me, it really helped me heal. And writing about it really made a big difference in that process. It was a key part of that process. So a lot in there today. But I think our meditation, our time together will be maybe 10 or 15 breaths around being enough. That that if you can say to yourself that you're enough right now as you are, there's no need to change. In this moment, you are where you're supposed to be. And I love one of my teachers, Aaron Byron, used to always say, everything will work out. It already has. Take that in, right? Everything will work out. It already has. So you are where you're supposed to be and how you are supposed to be. So let's take that in. So let's settle in again, just finding your comfortable position. It can be laying down if you're still in bed. Bless you. I wish I was, but I get up early. So just bring your feet to the floor if you can, or just feel grounded, right? So understand that there's a earth beneath you, there's a floor beneath you, there's all the way down into the ground, into the dirt. There's a center of the earth, and this earth is supporting you right now. Let's inhale that and exhale. Let that thought of safety and security just float over the body. And keep breathing. Maybe exhales get a little longer. And whenever we feel alone, just remember that you're not, that the universe is with you, that other people are feeling the way you feel. And inhale that thought and exhale out. And know that you're not alone. And let's just do a quick body scan, noticing the scalp and letting it soften as we breathe. Noticing the eyes, letting them unfocus. The jaw releases. The neck fills with ease. And that ease drifts down the shoulders, down the spine, down the arms to the fingertips, down the legs to the toes. Inhale, exhale out. And I want you to notice any sounds you hear right now. So maybe there's no sounds, which is fine, or maybe you hear the HVAC, the fan, or if I listen really hard, I can hear the ocean, believe it or not. It's pretty loud from here, even though we're not right next to it. But notice those sounds. And then think about sounds that you really, really like. Like maybe it is the ocean or the sound of a pebble being skipped along a lake, the sound of a dog, the sound of somebody's voice you love, even here or in the past, the sound of your favorite show coming on, the sound of your favorite song. And just take a moment to feel those sounds in your body. Maybe something lightened up, maybe your heart lightened up or your jaw released just a little bit more because of thinking of those sounds. Maybe your heart filled with a color. Just think about those sounds for a moment more. And maybe identify a sound that you can listen to today. You can watch a video or listen to a song or walk outside or make a commitment to go to a body of water. Whatever it is, make a commitment to find that sound today. Will likely lighten your day. Just making that commitment to yourself. And as we're thinking about those sounds, what do you need to hear? The funny thing about journeys is we are the only ones that know the right things for us. We look everywhere else. I've done it. I continue to read and educate my journey, but I really do have the answers. You have them too. What do you need to hear today? Let me get you started with the most important one. I want you to, if you can, put your hands on your heart. And I know this is going to feel, some of you are going, oh, this is that woo-woo, ooey gooshy stuff, but it does work. So just give it a shot. I'm as resistant as anybody, and I'm doing it. So here we go. Say to yourself, either out loud or silently, I love you. I love you. Notice if your shoulders soften a little bit when you say that. One more time. I love you. And I am enough right now. I am enough. I don't need to diet. I don't need to put on more moisturizer. I don't need to wear certain clothes. I don't need anything. Right now, I am enough. Inhale that and exhale. How does that feel? How does that sound? How might your world change if you could say those things to yourself? The I love you and I am enough. What if you just said them once a day? Write them down, put them on a sticky note on the fridge or a sticky note on your to-do book for work. I'm going to do it. I love you and I am enough. Let's just finish up here. You can keep your hands on your heart or you can take them down to your lap if it feels more comfortable. Notice what feels comfortable for you today. And just take 3 more breaths here in this space of acceptance and love. And open your eyes. And maybe you notice the sunrise is coming up. Look at that. It starts out so dark and then it suddenly starts to lighten up every day. I love that, right? That's a little miracle. And I can't really ever come up with a way to pick at that because no matter what, it's still a miracle. Ah, you all have a wonderful day today. And please try to remember You're lovable and you're enough just the way you are right now. Have a wonderful day.